All right, we're back here at Moment Machine and we're doing a 2.8 update. So we got the cylinder heads put together here. Finally just bit the bullet and sat down and figured out some of the little things. And what I mean by that is just some of the little things that I wanted to do, right? Not things that I would say are 100% necessary, but because we're planning on doing some testing, I just had some things I wanted to do. And, you know, because we do performance engine stuff, I wanted to take a little extra time. Like on the valve train, that's one thing. You know, we found a decent little spring, and I like the pressures that put off at the heights. And but it took some messing around. It's a little bit smaller diameter spring than what's typically normal. So I ended up, you know, getting some old used NASCAR retainers and machining the steps a little different to get a lightweight retainer. This is a stock one, steel. You can kind of see the diameter difference. Yeah, just mainly get lighter weight and then also fit the spring. There aren't a ton of valve train options for this engine. I do think that Isky and Comp and some of the main camshaft sellers, manufacturers or whatever, have some valve train parts, but I was trying to do something a little cuter, a little more specific. One of the other things that gave us some issues was the 4-liter exhaust valves. Using the 4-liter exhaust valve, they're about 1 millimeter shorter than the 2900 exhaust valve. And the 2900 exhaust valve is only about 0.5 millimeter shorter. So, you know, using the 2900 exhaust valve is a pretty easy thing to do. I thought it was a little bit big, actually. This is the 2900 intake. I thought the 4-liter had a better diameter area relationship to the intake. But it did make my life difficult getting the springs set up, getting the retainer to seal clearance set up. So over here on this head, on the exhaust, I ended up having to you know, make some little lash caps to get the height closer. I mean, you wouldn't have to do it, but it just made the geometry because I had this thing mocked up and I bolted the rockers on and I was looking at the geometry, and it definitely just looked better with the lash cap. You know, when the valve was shorter and the rocker was swinging out farther, it was pushing the wear pattern farther this way. So, yeah, a lot of it's just me, you know, I would say the extra time involved in putting them together was just me having to sort out my own problems. Things that self-inflicted wounds, I guess I'd call them. But they're there. You know, we had to, you know, shorten some spring pads, do basic machine work, stuff like that. One of the other things I did here, and I'm going to see if you can see this, is I did go ahead and tap this for 5/8 SAE or fine, and just to have the ability to put plugs in here to block the heat to the manifold if it's something I want to do. I figured if they're threaded, then I have the option to do it. I mean, you could even make little restrictors and just reduce the amount of exhaust volume. Here, let's see, I did the holes. I drilled the holes for the extra water between the exhausts. I didn't go crazy here because the heads go on, you know, different ways. And, you know, like we have a cooling system video where, you know, the coolant has to make a loop. And so if this is down, say this is the front of the engine and the holes are down here, the holes could be a little bigger, you know, because you want the coolant to travel all the way down to the rear cylinder, then go up into the heads and travel all the way back. So it makes a complete loop, right? You don't circuit or bypass. But if this was the front of the engine and we had the head flipped and you had the holes here, which you will have on one side, if you started opening these up really big, you could have the coolant come down and you could start getting a lot of coolant bypassing and leaving the engine before it came all the way down and cooled the head. So I think these are like around 3/16, something like that. I just put a couple holes in here to just induce a little more water into that area, and that's about it. So anyway, the short block is supposed to be coming together. The cam bearings right now appear to be lost in the mail. So I did get the block all final washed, and I'm gonna give them a couple days. If I don't see anything, I'll just probably order some more. I mean, it's not like they're $500, right? Like, I'm not gonna hold up the show for 25 bucks, but I'll give them a couple days and we'll see if they can't find them, so we can actually get the short block going and put this thing together. So trying to get this thing going before the weather gets too warm, because we do want to dyno it, and it's just always nicer being in the dyno room when it's not 100 degrees. So we got to get moving on this thing. But anyway, we're still here, we're still doing it. The 2800 project is coming to life. It's starting to get to the assembly state. So hit like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys when we get some more updates. Have a good one. Bye.